Okay, and we're live. And hello, Cos Talk Live folks. Hello, everybody from Age of Radio. I'm Thermo Cosplay, and today I have with me, I'm trying to figure out which way my camera is going to show, but I have with me Wolfy because sometimes I have it inverted and I can never remember.
Fair enough.
Like, I'll look back at it like, but I was pointing at them on my side, but it's just like going the other way. So I'm just going to do this from now on. And Wolfy, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Wolfy Kingston. I just turned 30, and I've been cosplaying for a decade now. And I have been dancing for 19 years. Just turned 19 years today, this month. Um, I just got back into doing pro wrestling, and now I have a show called Anime Wrestleverse that I do with Knox Pro Wrestling Academy, and we're trying to, do shows at cons. Our first one was Anime Riverside last year, and it was good. It was 5 stars across the board. Nice to
I
meet
have
y'all.
not been to Anime Riverside yet, but again, there's a lot of events that go on in SoCal, and there's a lot that go on in the northern, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to keep up with everything.
Most likely, yeah.
But so let me go in here and you said you were going to tell a story about what got you into cosplay. Why don't you tell everyone what got you into cosplay?
Sure. Well, it all started high school. As always, we always dream of a bunch of things. My friend told me about Anime Expo, and I didn't really know about it, but she was like, "Yeah, it's a convention. We could cosplay and stuff." And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." I want to say a year after I graduated, which was like 2013. I went to Anime Expo for the first time, which was I didn't have any cosplay because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what to deal with, and for that I went and I checked out a lot of people, looked at everyone doing cosplays and stuff, and I'm like, this is incredible. And then my second con was Kamikaze before it turned into LA Comic Con,
Mm-hmm.
and I was excited with that. And so around 2019, right after a lot of life-changing stuff happened, I was like, you know what? Let me do this cosplay thing. I want to do cosplay. And my first cosplay was Miles Morales, believe it or not, right when the first movie came out. And I debuted him 2019 at ALA, which was my first con aside from Anime Expo. Um, it surprisingly blew up. It surprisingly blew up. I was swarmed by people. I was just confused. I was like, "Oh, is this how it is? Cool." So I was just taking pictures with everyone. I made friends, and since then, I was getting so much love. I'm like, what if I did a hashtag? Like, I'm sure other people have done it before. So I was like, what should I name the hashtag? And I'm like, the con ends with you. And it's a reference to the game, The World Ends With You. And it's a beautiful game, beautiful story. And with how the story wraps up, I was like, I think that would be a cool way to solidify the movement. And basically, what the movement is for the con ends with you is, it's all about equality. We all care for each other in the movement. We uplift all cosplayers. We don't judge you for your race, your gender. We don't judge you with anything like that. It's all hope, love, and positivity as the three core words. And we just keep sharing other people's stories. I share everyone's cosplay best I can, and I just make content and try to do a little trailer of the next con I go to, and it's been going great. This year, which was ALA, was when I started the movement. It has now been 5 years. It's been 5 years now. Um, it's just crazy how people are still able to use the movement and help them grow themselves, because they love cosplay and they just love the creativity behind it, which is why I like the which is why I find that as a very, very great hobby of mine. And that's literally something I'm most likely never going to give up. The moment I discovered it, I was like, I love this. I want to keep it going. And since then, I'm like, yeah, we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going, find new ideas for it, and just, make it known worldwide. So that way everyone knows that it's okay to cosplay. You know, we don't judge you. It's not a
Mhm.
battlefield. We're just dressing up as our favorite characters. Doesn't matter if it's from an anime, video game, TV show, comic book. If you're supporting the character, you know, and you love it, show it, you know, show it to
Yeah,
other people that have the same hobby.
I agree. So you said that the, con-ins with you started at ALA.
Yes.
How many people did it start with?
Me,
Just
literally
you?
just me.
By yourself?
Yeah,
Okay.
because again, a little bit of before I blew up, like I got done with the majority of my friends that I graduated with. It was toxic. So at that point, I was like, I don't know what to do. So, but when I thought I was like, I still got cosplay, and I don't want to go to anime. Well, Anime Expo was in July, and it was
Mhm.
January. My other friend was like, Hey, like, why don't you try going to ALA? I'm like, sure, where is it? It's like in Ontario. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll give it a shot. And then his friends, through him, I met a group of his friends, and they just met me with open arms, and I was chilling with them. Cosplay wise, I was just by myself, rolling around, running around, just in cosplay. Some people wanted a picture, some people wanted to talk to me, and after a while, when it was like the last day, I was like, you know what? I want to make this a movement because I love this so much and people around me are so nice and funny and creative. So let me create the hashtag. So I created the hashtag and I was just running it on my own basically till since then. I want to say probably by the time it hit the first year after 2019, most people started using it more. Then I started using it on TikTok. That was getting a lot of traction. And I'm still like iffy with YouTube, but I'm now using it more often. It's just YouTube's algorithm is very weird. So
Oh, it's different.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's very different. So I'm
yeah.
like, okay, I'll just drag it with my videos. And if people catch on, it'll catch on. If not, I got other platforms that I could lay back on.
Perfect.
But in general, how it operates, it pretty much operates through me. But if
Mhm.
people want to participate and like spread the word, by all means, go for it. Literally, all I ask, which is literally the bare minimum, just use the hashtag with your cosplay post. That's literally all I ask. I don't ask for anything else in return because honestly, all I'm doing is just uplifting everyone else and promoting everyone else that, hey, there's other cosplayers like this person that is doing a lot and they should get more recognition, you know?
So you're kind of using it like a uplifting network. You've got lots of people from all different walks of life, and they're helping
Yes.
each other out. That's really cool. Um, so how do you guys meet up at cons then? Do you, have, like, send out a hashtag, follow this hashtag, and then, you'll make a post like, "We're meeting up at WonderCon at this time, at this location," or is it typically word of mouth?
Um, well, from how it was starting to spread word, as I stated before, I pretty much had to spread it out. And again, it since it was like a new hashtag, not a lot of people caught on, even though some people that were like that started becoming my friend, they didn't really use it a lot. And I wasn't gonna hold it against them. So I'm like, hey, if they don't want to use it, it's fine. I'll just spread it myself. No biggie. Um, so I just pretty much talk about it on my story. I used to do dailies every morning about like, oh, this is what's going on, or like, let's see what's this, or what's the quote of the day. And then if a con shows up and I'm able to go, then that's when I make my announcement like, hey, this is the countdown of the next con that the movement's gonna hit. Um, so like I count cons by seasons. Every con I go
Mhm.
to is a season. And um right now for Level Up Expo, we're now on season 25. If I continued going to cons last year, we would have been probably well in the 30s or 40s.
Oh, so you would have had a lot going. You would have been all over the place, which is
Oh,
awesome because
definitely,
the
yeah.
the more you can reach it, the better, right? So,
Hmm.
that's cool. I'm gonna show people what the hashtag is so they know what it is.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Alright. And let me send this out to Facebook so they can see it too. Okay. So let's see here. Just checking things. Sorry.
No, you're good.
You you said how you were why you created the con-ins with you. So, you send out the movement, you send out the hashtags, this is where we're going next. What do you do when you're there? Do you find people? Do you just keep talking to them like you have been? Like, because I know one of your friends pulled me over, was like, you got to hear about this movement. It's really cool. And that's how I met you. Is that usually what happens? You have like one or two people with you so that it's easier to inform people?
At first, again, it was just literally me just walking
Mhm.
around, and then like some other people started to like come up and be like, "Oh, is it like okay if I could like hang out with you or whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm just gonna be walking around anyway." And I have told people that like sometimes I like literally walk around and like I just go off of the hype energy I have, and
Okay.
I just wander around. Some people do follow me around the con, some people don't. I don't really, tell them that it's obligated. They could do what they want. But that's pretty much all I was doing, just walking around, taking pictures, just being myself. And if more people talk, we like we form a little group, talk, hang out that day. And if things go well, we just follow each other and then try to plan which con we go to the next time con comes around.
So then everybody can find you at on Instagram, right? That's how they find where the movement's going, where you're going. Okay, cool.
Hmm.
Share that right there. Perfect. So then everyone should see that. Uh so we talked about this earlier, but what other events were you thinking about this year? Let's tell everybody else.
The cons right now so far that I've planned, Level Up is where I'm going to this weekend, and I'm excited, which is season 25 of the movement. It'll be my first time going, so I'm really excited. After that,
Level Up's great. Love it. So
yeah, Level Up is going to be fan freaking tastic. That's the lineup I'm doing. I'm bringing back Genshin because I haven't played nor cosplayed Genshin in a long time, and Fischl was one of my favorites. I love her. And then Death the Wolf. I was mildly getting into the Puss in Boots movie.
mhm.
And due to high demand, I asked people like, "Hey, who should be the final spot for Level Up Expo?" And everyone said Miles. I'm like, "All right, bet." So I got my mask, everything ready. But aside from that, I'm gonna go to DreamCon, which is in Texas, at the end of July. I've been excited to go to that con. My girlfriend's also happy to meet other big content creators over there, like Pierre, uh, Kiki Chia, who's doing a clothing line right now. King Vader. I've worked with King Vader a couple times, um, and a bunch of other big creators as well that I'm very excited to meet for the first time. I was a little upset last year because I found out my favorite musician was there, and I just shattered in deep inside. I was so sad. So hopefully he can hopefully he can throw a little hint on his story that hey, I'm gonna go back to DreamCon, and I'm gonna hopefully make sure I can meet him. Uh, but aside from that, after DreamCon, um, I'm not too sure after DreamCon. DreamCon was like the big event I'm planning to go to. I might go to PixelCon, which is a con that I just discovered
It's
2 days
called
ago.
PixelCon?
Yeah, PixelCon. It's also in Vegas. It's later in
Oh, Las
August.
Vegas. Okay.
Yeah, late August. I asked them
Forget
if
about
they
it.
had enough room and if they are willing to let us do Anime Wrestleverse. And since we were successful at Anime Riverside, we were wondering if we could, expand the show. And they were saying like, yeah, we're interested. We just need to know like how much space you need, and we'll put everything to work. And I'm like, nice. I let my trainer know. I let the booker know. I let other wrestlers that are also fans of the cosplay community, like I am, know. And so far, we're in the first step of the green light. I just gotta wait what's gonna happen because they are doing a show on the 27th, Knox Pro Wrestling Academy. They are doing a wrestling show at the Derby Room, in Pomona. They're doing a big cage match. It's gonna be a big cage match
What is it called? The what
event.
Montreal Wrestling Show?
Knox Pro Wrestling
Max
Academy.
Pro. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Knox Pro Wrestling Academy. I started training under them around a little bit of late 2022 to current 2023. I trained back in 2019 before the vid hit, but once the vid hit, like everything was closed down, so I wasn't able to do any of that. Yep, there it is. Knox Pro Steel Cage in the Derby Room on the 27th of April. It's gonna be crazy. They're gonna be handling that. Once that's handled, we'll be able to get in more talks with PixelCon to see if we can do a show over there. Because since then, I've been trying to book Anime Wrestleverse for a few months now. I hit up ALA, OC Japan Fair, 626 Night Market, Comic-Con Revolution. It's been
Smart.
tough. It's been tough, but
Yeah.
luckily, hopefully, PixelCon is a big break for us to do our second show and everything. That was actually my first wrestling show as well, and I was nervous, but I was super happy to wrestle for everyone, especially because we're wrestling in cosplay, and that's like the two big things I love. Two big things I love.
I saw that was at Game On Expo. I was there too. Trying to
Yeah,
see. I know you have. I think you have. We saw a wrestling one earlier. I'm just trying to find it. Where did I see
probably
that?
where the Miles Morales was that you just passed.
Is a is oh, it's right here. It's right here. Yeah.
That wasn't wrestling.
Oh, that would. Oh, then
No,
was the other one about?
some of my thumbnails
I
may look like it is, but
know.
it's not.
You're like, oh, but it was. But I think it may have been. Was it the one that was lower?
It was up more because around this time, this was around 2022. So like if you scroll up a little more, probably where the picture above.
Junko? Nope.
Oh no. Maybe scroll up a little more. Go up.
There we go.
Like probably, yeah, there we go. We got stuff like that. There we go. I was apparently they wanted me as a baby face. I was Hajime Hinata, my favorite Danganronpa character, and that was the main event against the protagonist. And man, I'm gonna tell you, it was a match. It was a crazy match. Telling you, a lot of things were running in my head. Didn't know what was going on. All I know is that I was like, I gotta win this match. I gotta win this match. This match is crazy. For people asking that have also asked, like, oh, like, is it fake? I'm like, no, it's not. Because right there, yeah, you can't fake that. I took a whole drop kick to the chest. And with proper training, you'll be able to like take it, but
You can spin out of it and move your
hmm
like kind of learn to relax. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. I mean, and again, it's not for everyone, but like if you're able to condition your body, if you're able to condition your
Oh,
body, you'll be able to get in gear and you'll be able to get it in and do it for the match. And I it's funny, I call that finisher the season finale, and I love it. The
just
little
throw.
final
That
cut.
was really. I mean, that's really cool, and I like seeing that you have like so much variety and how you've taken what people wouldn't associate with cosplay and you're associating it with it. You're like, here you go, cosplay and wrestling. This stuff is real, like it happens. So
Yeah, that was the Spider-Verse Battle Royale with some other Marvel characters in there. I was facing Luke
Cage.
Cage, and let me
Yeah.
tell you, for the criminals that fought Luke Cage, I can understand why they were having a struggle, man. This guy is just full of steel. I was
That
luckily
guy
able.
that guy looks like he's a brick wall that you can walk
He
into.
really
Like,
is a brick wall because what I'm about to do right here, I was gonna jump and just hit him with the good old chest splash, and I'm telling you, it it
hurt.
hurt me more than it hurt him. I was like, that whole body just ricocheted right back at me. And as you can tell, I was struggling. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. And did I win that match? I did not. I got thrown out like right after. Like he tired me
Oh.
out. It was crazy.
But I mean, again, I think it's really interesting that you're doing that. And I really like the movement that you're doing. And it's fun, honestly. So since you've kind of talked a lot about your movement and stuff, what advice would you give cosplayers who are just coming in since you've been around for like a little over a
About a
decade,
decade.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. So what would you give newer cosplayers who are just coming on the scene now?
For fresh cosplayers coming into the cosplay community, best advice I can give you is literally take your time, take trial and error, because it's going to happen. And you may not like the first outcome. Keep polishing your craft. You're going to get better and better as time goes on. And once you look back at the first time you tried your makeup or your cosplay, and then you look at your current, you're going to be so proud of yourself. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. It will happen. I have made plenty of mistakes, let me tell you. I used to make cosplays, but then after certain personal issues, I couldn't do it anymore, and I just dedicated myself to find a good job, and I did, and I just had
Yeah.
to, take advice from people like, hey, what are good places to get good quality cosplay? And again, you don't have to make cosplay to become a cosplayer, and buying cosplay is okay because
Yes.
not everyone can make cosplay,
Mm-mm.
or not a lot of people may have the time. So
Well, and
if
even if you
people,
go to, like, a thrift store and you put it together too, you're still a cosplayer. You don't have to be like cosplay's equitable. You don't have to have the best costume. As long as you've
yeah,
got the clothes on point and you've got that, like, style on point, doesn't even matter if you've got glasses on or if you have a wig on, we'll figure it out. We know who you are.
exactly. You're gonna make it work. You're gonna look like it. You're gonna look at your closet and you're gonna be like, I can flip that, and then boom. Like, if do you know the anime Assassination Classroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that anime. Very sad, but I love it. So good. That one black guy with the locks. I keep forgetting his name.
Oh
I
gosh.
literally went in my closet and I'm like, wait a minute. I can literally cosplay him. And he's like deep in my Instagram, but I cosplayed him. I literally did a side by side. So many people were like, oh my God, you're literally him. And I'm like, I'm gonna be real. I literally pulled this out of my closet and I was shocked myself. I was so happy with it. I was so happy with it. I think that was like my best closet cosplay moment for me because I did not expect I had like the legit clothes to actually piece that character together. And on top of that, like he hardly makes screen time, so I was like, nah, man, he needs
No.
more
Yeah,
love,
like,
man.
he needs more. There's some characters that's just like, "Come on, give 'em some more screen like, let them come back on." Like
Exactly. Like what's another good one? You know Soul Eater?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, this character Keelik with the glasses. I
You
am
only seen
so
him like a few
upset.
times, right?
He only had like maybe 4 good scenes in 4 separate episodes, but it was like 1 scene per episode, and like that was it. In the
Yeah.
manga, he had so much screen time, and I'm like, what happened to that? I was mad, but I kept
I wonder
hearing,
if it was, like, voice actor availability or the cost of whoever they were paying for at the time. They're like,
I
"Look, we
don't
can only put
know,
you in
but
half
I
the
was like,
scenes you're
Keelik
supposed to
needs
be in."
more screen time. Like, I love that he was getting screen time in the opening theme around like what the third part of the anime, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I love him so much. And from what I kept hearing, there's rumors out there still that Soul Eater is getting like a reboot, and they were gonna go off the manga. And I'm like, please, if you go off the manga, I will be
But, like,
so well fed
when
to
they
see
did
my
the
boy.
Sailor Moon reboot with Crystal and it went off the manga, I was like, "Thank you,"
Oh
because
yeah,
that was
older
way better.
sister. Yeah, my older sister grew up on on Sailor Moon, and she was
Yep.
ecstatic. And I'm like, hey, I grew up with Sailor Moon as well. I'm just as happy. I love Sailor Moon.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and but the '90s one needed
Yeah,
updating.
90s, definitely. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So what are your favorite conventions to go to then? I know you said that DreamCon's like a dream to go to, but you haven't attended yet. What conventions would you recommend newer cosplayers to go to, and what conventions do you think like experienced ones can attend?
If people really want to go to a con, but they like really don't want to have that first experience of crowdness, I would highly suggest LA Comic Con, Anime Impulse, especially Anime Impulse. That's a good starter for con goers. And for a third one, I would probably say WonderCon. It's not as crowded as people think. Because a lot of people hang out outside,
I've
and
gone to
it's
Emerald City Comic Con. WonderCon is so much smaller, and everyone made it sound like it was huge, and I was like, but I
yeah, I
liked
probably
it
would have
though
had the
because
same
it
reaction. I would have been like, "What are you talking about?" I feel like I walked into a storage room.
I think it's because the space is so spread out that it makes it feel a lot less, like, congested.
Yeah, definitely, definitely,
Because
for
I
sure.
mean,
But
I
yeah,
tell you,
those are the top
Emerald
3
City,
cons
they
I would
have all their
definitely go.
artists in this little hallway, and you have to, like, squeeze into it's
Oof, yikes. Yeah, that's not really something for a first time con goer to experience. It's not really nice. Um, Fun fact, I introduced my girlfriend because she's been wanting to go to con, but due to the vid, she wasn't able to go. But when she was finally able to, when vid lifted,
Mhm.
I was like, let's go to Animanga because I went to Animanga in 2019 and it was fantastic. Unfortunately, for this year, 2021, it is literally the number one con that me and all my friends will always remember, which sucks, but it's hilarious. That con for 2021 was not good.
Oh,
It was very
no.
bad in the heat. A lot of problems with space. security were getting upset that like me and my homie Medi, we formed a dance circle because there was this whole space. It was whole empty
Their
space.
website doesn't even have a like, they have the domain, but they don't even have a website up anymore.
Oh yeah, no, they shut down. After that year, they shut
Wow.
down. They said that they were gonna go to Atlanta or Atlantic City or whatever. They said they were gonna go there as their next stop. Did not hear anything from them again because out of everyone calling them out,
Wow.
that Instagram page or the person that runs the con has blocked majority of my friends because they made great points of how bad and what is a bad move for that con. And I'm sitting here like, man, if they kept what they were keeping in 2019, they wouldn't be in
They
this
just need to
situation.
listen to the feedback of their fans. I've been there before. Yeah, I'm like, you're if you don't have any fans, you can't have a convention, really, nobody's gonna attend. So, I
Exactly.
mean, you could have vendors, but vendors will pull out if they find that the tickets aren't selling, so,
Exactly. Which brings
yeah.
to this other con, SoCal Anime. I don't know if you heard of that one. That
Mm-mm.
one, oh, it was a 3-day event at the Pomona Fairplex, right? Me and my friend Medi, we were like, hey, let's go. Let's, pull up like we always do. I was all ready because the owner was like, yeah, man, I seen you at all the other free SoCal anime events, so I'm gonna have you as a special guest. You can come in for free. And I'm like, okay, I appreciate that. Thanks. I walk in, kid you not. The moment we walked in one of the first buildings, empty. And I'm like, well, it's 9 in the morning. We got here pretty early, so things will probably fill up in about
Like,
like
maybe
2
they're just
hours.
setting things up more and yeah.
Yep, 2 hours later, it was still empty. Only thing that I saw was a beer stop in like almost like every corner, and the only food that was there was a small boba station, and right next to it was big Texas barbecue. And I'm like, that is from the Fairplex. I don't want to eat a heart attack at a con right now. That is very bad. But boba, you got me on boba. But people were upset because the usual price for boba is like $5-6. They were
Yeah,
charging 14. I'm like, that better be some good boba. That
yeah,
boba better be gold in my
yeah.
boba if it's $14. It
They're
was
like, "Why
that.
isn't there a heavy metal in this? Why isn't it shining and glowing?"
Thank
Yeah,
you, exactly. I was
so
so upset. I'm like, there's no way this is $14. And even the pro cosplayers, the top notch cosplayers that were there, they left on day 2 halfway through the day because there was nothing there, and all of them, they were literally posted in the far corner of the con. And I'm like, that's sad. That's sad.
yeah, so
So
for
basically,
newer goers, then probably recommend, like, if they can, finding free events first before they start paying for tickets, because
yeah, they were doing fine with free events at first, and then they're like, let's make it a con. And that was a bad idea. You want to know how much they were charging for 3-day tickets?
and they
3-day
didn't even
tickets,
have,
they were
like,
charging
programming or
75.
anything?
They were
Oh,
charging
what?
75. Yeah, and the crazy part is they stayed all the way that like it stayed open all the way to 10 p.m. for all 3 days. I'm like, why on a Sunday though? That's weird. Usually you would close early, like around like 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock max. But there was nothing to do. Saturday was like the only thing that was something because they had the cosplay contest. And even then, it was empty. So me and my homie Neon Nash, we literally made a music video. I was like, hey, Neon, you want to make a music video? She's like, yeah, sure. We made a music video with the camera work that we got. I posted it on my YouTube channel. It's called Shake It featuring Junko Nishima. No, with Junko Nishima featuring Neon Nash. I was cosplaying Junko at the time.
See here, see if I
So we
can
did a
find
cosplay
it.
music video, and everyone was like, wait, this was at SoCal Anime? And I'm like, believe me, you may think that con was good. No, you should have saw what happened behind the scenes after that. It was crazy.
Let's see here.
I have a playlist where it says CMVs. I'm pretty sure I added that in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I stream a lot on my channel. I got over
It's okay, we'll
4.3K
find the
videos.
CMV playlist. It's good, we're fine. We've got time. CMV right here.
Yep, there it is.
Is that the first one?
No, it
The
should
Shake It
say
one?
Junko Nishima featuring Neon Nash.
Got it.
Yep, that was the one. Oh my lord. At the Pomona Fairplex. It was crazy.
That is so cool. I have to mute it just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case
Yeah, I
my
was like,
stream
just in
will
case, because I was like, wait, hold on, I don't know if the music will allow you to play that. But yeah,
Oh,
like
it's okay.
we
As long as
recorded
you don't
that.
play more than 30 seconds, you're good.
Oh, okay, good. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
all we were doing,
Yeah.
we just recorded everything off our phones. Like everyone had like different clips on their phone, and they all sent it to my email. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put all this together and everything. And I'm like, man, everyone was like, yeah, Soul Economy looks crazy. I'm like, no.
You're like,
It looked
this
crazy.
little corner of the con was crazy right here. This corner where
Exactly.
all of
That
us
whole
were.
corner right there was crazy. Like Neon Nash was there, freaking D Pity was there, and everything. Like we were able to make fun of what was there. So I appreciate everyone that joined and wanted to be part of that cosplay music video. And man, it was a fun time. But aside from that, oh yeah, Soul Count Anime was just it was rough. It was really rough. Really rough.
You're like, why? Why is this happening right now? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I was like, this is a con? What is happening? And it's funny, no matter what situation that me and my homies talk about, it always leads back to any manga, and we just laugh so hard. I'm like, man, this isn't fair. Why is that con our flashback? It's crazy.
Let me see if I can get this one to open. Oops, pressed the wrong button. Yeah, I was gonna show them your little channel intro because it's really cool.
Oh, thank you. And you can
Mhm.
actually have the music play because my friend made that from scratch.
Okay.
Yeah, his name is Kalibo. He's really
We all
cool.
go through it, yeah, we all been there. All go through it, yeah, we all been there. Baby, I'm not stupid, I'm just all too rare. I'm not losing if I'm lost, who cares? How am I losing if I'm lost, who cares? I've been popping for the last 2 years. Stack my pockets to the top.
All right. There you go. That was really
Yep.
cool. I just saw that and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate it.
yeah. So why don't we go ahead and start wrapping up? Any last thoughts that you want to share with everyone about the con-ins with you, about your cosplay experience, anything at all?
Honestly, with everything that's been going on, with the con-ins with you over the 5 years, the fourth year not being the best because that's when I was like not active at all. A lot of stuff was
Mhm.
happening. But what I can say for all cosplayers out there, look, be the best way to be yourself is literally be yourself and cosplay to the best of your abilities. Don't try to overdo something to make it happen because you're either going to reach burnout or you're just going to collapse midway, and it's not going to be good for your health mentally.
No.
Just have
No.
fun, stick with people that you trust, try your best to stay away from drama because I mean, Lord knows we all try. um Stay away from drama, and honestly, like again, like with the contents with you, just support, hope, love, positivity, and just spread it around. Like we're all here to have fun at the end of the day. We just want to um have fun, make memories, because you only live once.
Yeah.
And you would want to look back and be like, telling your kids or your grandkids or whatever, and be like, cosplaying has been like amazing. I was able to do that. I made that. My friends commissioned that for me. I was able to do a shoot there in that location. Just it's cosplay as a whole is just really fun, especially when you know that you are in control of your own creativity. Yes, you can accept opinions and advice from your
Like
friends, but
feedback and
remember.
critiques. Yeah.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, remember, it's the choices that you make for what you want to do for your cosplays. And as I always say for people, the con ends with you. You want to leave, you want to end the con how you want to end it. If you came in with your head up held high, smile across your face, knowing that you're gonna have a good time, and you want to leave the same way, do that. The con ends how you want to end it. And if you want to end it with positive vibes and a great time, do that. We don't deal with that negativity vibes. We don't deal with that. Leave the way you want to leave. That way for the next con you show up, it's going to be the same feeling from the last con there and the con before that, et cetera, et cetera. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree, and I think that's really good advice. So, I shared Wolfie's link, and I am gonna post it here one more time. So please go visit Wolfie and check out the Con Ends with You movement. This is Thermo from Cause Talk Live. We stream to 7 different stations now, so you'll see us in a few different locations. And thank you to Age of Radio for sponsoring our channel.
Ooh, what up?
Wolfie, do you have anything else you'd like to tell anybody?
Have fun. Hopefully, if we see each other at the next con that I go to, no matter what con it is, don't be afraid to like hit me up for a picture or make some content, whatever. I'm down. Let's just all have a good time, you know?
Yeah.
All y'all stay
Yeah.
safe out there.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.